Let's go. 1, 2, 3. Okay, I think that was better. That was about 15 seconds or 15 seconds. Yeah, we are operational. So I think you can learn this sequence, isn't it? I mean, you can have your Cessna Skyhawk ready in about less than a minute. So I suppose we have to go to Paphos, isn't it? And to practice all the things that we have seen so far. Whenever you release the parking brakes, and this is exactly what we will do right now. Okay, I reduce also slightly my throttle. When you release your parking brakes, at the same time you press your brakes, otherwise you may accelerate. I said this already, and I would prefer planes with reverse thrust. Now I hope I will not, how can I leave from here? Because I will not use pushback. When you turn, use your brakes. Okay, I managed, isn't it? We can as well go to the runway. So, Erkan Paphos, about 60 miles I think is the distance. And we will practice all the things we have seen so far concerning... What is... nice, okay. Very nice. And we will practice all the things we have seen concerning the 172 and the Garmin. The weather is not my favorite at the moment, and actually, as far as I remember, we will have mountains in front of us. Not very high, but anyhow, we have mountains. When you turn, press the brakes. So we want to create the most simple flight plan. Be sure that you have the pink line here. Your GPS must be activated, not the localizer. 1 or 2, this one. And the easiest way is to go to nearest here. Then we said that we select the big knob. Exactly, you see it is blinking. Erkan Airport is blinking. This is where we are right now. Inner knob or big knob. Scroll down, ignore the frequencies. Up or down, isn't it, with the mouse wheel. A previous tutorial, have a look if you want what to say. You are not obliged. This is Paphos, it is blinking. That means, as I said to the previous tutorial, do you want to go to Paphos? Yes, I want. And actually we confirm pressing the arrow here, direct to, here it is, Paphos. You really want to go to Paphos, it is still blinking. We said that there is no other sequence. This is the correct sequence. Here, you see up and down, with the mouse wheel of course. Activate, and now we press enter. This is the only sequence, there is no other. So here it is. We said that we press direct to, Paphos. This menu must appear. You must have here the question activate. If it is something else, repeat the procedure. I say this because sometimes it doesn't work. So repeat the procedure. Again, the outer knob, we go down, activate. Okay, it is already selected. Yes, I mean it kept the flight plan, but anyhow, we press enter, and here it is. So our course will be from Erkan to Paphos. Now here, it is good to have a better picture at our map. As well, of course, we can use the VFR map, isn't it, as we do with the Boeings. We said that here, this is a little bit tricky, so first you must press arrange here, exactly. Let us magnify a little bit. We don't press, we just keep the cursor on the arrange knob. Exactly, let us magnify Cyprus a little bit. Okay. And now we press right click. We see that the cursor appeared here. And now again, left click. We keep pressing left click and we drag. So I try to put Cyprus in the middle of the map, and you drag not inside the map, but you start from the range knob. Yeah, I must bring the maps to have some space. Okay, something like this. I didn't like this with the map at all, so I had to search a little bit. I mean, I didn't like this display of the map, Cyprus being upside down, so I had to search about this and correct. And I just want to show you before we depart how I did it. You go here to menu, okay, you press menu, and then you see map settings is blinking. So you press enter here again, and you see map is blinking. So now if you have such problems and you see the if you see the world upside down, you must correct this, and it is good to have a northern orientation. I mean, this is more normal, and this is exactly what I did. So map is blinking, and so you can go and select your orientation. Again, you use the inner knob exactly here, and now you have different options. Outer knob, small knob. You see, you can also select, let's say, track up, or you can select your current heading, but we prefer to have north up. This is more normal, and this is exactly what I did. So you select this one here, north up, and this is okay. This is what we use in general. You navigate with a small knob, so north up, and now, yeah, this took me quite some time, and now you press clear. Exactly, you see. So now this is correct, and if I change my range, you see, always on the middle of the range knob, you see this is actually correct. Yeah, this is the best view, and also we said that you can have the same view as well with BFR map, which we use in Boeings in general. You see, now we don't see the Earth upside down, because in the previous click I saw that, okay, that is maybe a kind of a bug, but anyhow, this is how you correct your map, and it is good to have always north up orientation. Yeah, exactly. So, ladies and gentlemen, we are leaving, and please have in mind that we'll not follow the flight plan exactly, because I want to test some systems here of the Skyhawk in a relationship with the autopilot actually, and also have in mind that there will be, I suppose, many cuts during this clip, and we will not see the whole flight. Just what is interesting concerning the Garmin and the autopilot, this is actually a summary of the previous tutorials about the Garmin and the Skyhawk. And also there is another problem. If we follow exactly the flight plan, in a short distance there are mountains, okay? So I think, yeah, somewhere here there are mountains here, and we must have an altitude of about 6,000–7,000 feet, and the distance is not that long, so we will hover around, I suppose. Okay, so let us leave, okay? I don't like also the controls a lot. The plane doesn't obey very well. Okay, 60, I think it is enough for the Skyhawk, isn't it? Okay, we are airborne. If you see, I go to the opposite direction. I don't follow the flight plan, and I told you, I have my reasons. Yeah, we are above the airport actually. Let it be, because I want to gain some altitude first. Yeah, I go the opposite direction, I know. Okay, I found it. I will tell you what it's about. So, Alt 2, have a look here, and I will engage the autopilot. Okay, autopilot is engaged. Now here there is an interesting feature, exactly here. And if you press nose up or nose down, actually now I press nose down, isn't it? The autopilot tries to keep this attitude of the plane. I have a look at my vertical speed. It is close to 50 feet per minute. Now since I'm on autopilot mode, have a look. If I go here and I press nose up a few times, you see the autopilot tries to keep this attitude, even though of course lose speed for some time. And if you want to set your nose down, I suppose you press Alt 2 again, nose down. Have a look here at the flight director, this pink corner, okay, you see. So now we're close to straight and level flight, yeah, somewhere here. We did this with nose up and down, okay. Now once again I will disengage the autopilot, okay, autopilot is disengaged, I have the control. Okay, let us gain some height, and soon we will have a look at the autopilot features. Please have a look now. I set an altitude, we see it here, 4,000 feet. I correct my heading here, because we are banking at the moment, here, and I press the autopilot. Autopilot is engaged. Now I press Alt H, have a look, and heading is engaged. You see, I want to climb to 4,000 feet, so Alt V, that was the previous tutorial, isn't it? A rate of climb of about, let us make it 600, 700, okay? We are on autopilot. I set a heading of 124 degrees. We engaged the vertical speed of about 700. According to the faucet, we monitor our instruments through the Garmin. Autopilot engaged, heading mode engaged, vertical speed engaged. We monitor our altitude, and actually we wait to stabilize at 4,000 feet. Now after another 200 feet this must start blinking, I think. Let me have a look. I think above 3.8 thousand here. Exactly, 4,000 is blinking, so I think that we are good and that we will stabilize. Alt, you see, it is blinking. Okay, excellent. So it works. Straight and level flight. I will show you now two ways to control your heading, okay? In general, as I see in the tutorials, this is not my tactic. Everybody uses the knob. I don't use the knob a lot. Okay, I can as well use the knob, of course, you see. Here is the knob of the heading. Exactly, here is the knob of the heading, okay. Of course, you can use the mouse here, isn't it? Here is your heading. We have a pulse of about 124 degrees. And you can turn this knob here. Okay, let us start turning little by little. Have a look. Yeah, we are banking. I mean, it is obvious that we are banking, isn't it? Okay, excellent. Excellent so far. Again, the knob. Because I want little by little to go back to my flight plan. You see, we deviated, I mean, quite a lot. Here's your heading. See also this blue dot here. Cyan, how is called this color? I continue banking. I bank with a knob, isn't it? Excellent. Now, the tutorials showed you how to turn without pressing the knobs in general. This is exactly what I showed you. So if we go back now, because little by little I want to find my course. Okay, let us use the VFR map. For me it is easier. Actually, I'm used to the VFR map with the Boeings. And I press now, I don't touch the heading knob here. You see, here is my cursor. I don't touch the knob. Alt, insert to increase, and Alt del to decrease your heading. So please have a look. It was the previous tutorial. Have a look here again, this blue dot here. Just press the command, the keyboard command, which is Ctrl del. So have a look here at this blue, let's say, light blue dot, Ctrl del. You see? Just do this slowly. You say don't press the knob. And we start turning. I can as well have this perspective here, because these commands I can execute without having a look at the Garmin. It's just slowly, otherwise you may have a crash. I said those things so many times. Slowly. You see? Our heading is about 26. I continue. Ctrl del. We are on heading mode. Here is our departure airport, Arkan Airport. And I can use the knob once again. It is the same for me, I mean, if I use the knob or if I use the keyboard commands. So we turn. See that the flight director is orientated to flight plan, actually, isn't it? I want to magnify, because now we will test the most important of all, and the most important of all is the navigation mode. And by the way, I don't understand very much. I mean, our fuel, usually I start with fuel 50%. I think our fuel is only 38. Yeah, real time, real weather, and we have clouds. Okay, this is interesting. We are above the airport right now. Ladies and gentlemen, the moment of truth. I will bring the VFR map. Okay. We still are on heading mode, isn't it? Here is our plane, and here is our flight plan. Now I will press nav, which is here, nav mode, exactly here. This is the moment of truth, if we will follow our flight plan. So here exactly, have a look now, Alt2, I press nav, and it goes to GPS. You see, it is not roll anymore, it is GPS. And I think it works just excellent. Here it is. The weather is terrible, but okay. We managed to follow our flight plan, and this is exactly what I wanted to show you. And by the way, I think I must gain some altitude, because we are flying at about 5,000 feet, and this is not enough. We have mountains in front of us and we don't see nothing. So 7,000 feet. How we do this? Two ways. The one is here. Okay, I suppose this is how you do it. So I can change a little bit the altitude here. 5.2, 5.5. With the knob, I mean, isn't it here? 5.5, and now the other way was CTRL page up. 7,000 feet, 7.5 actually, okay, 7.5 thousand feet is the new altitude set on the autopilot. And now Alt V, I suppose it is the same if I press here, isn't it? But I will not press here. I will press the keyboard command Alt V, here it is, and CTRL page home. Yeah, you see the mountains in front of us. Okay, 1,000 feet per minute. So now we are on nav mode. We are on lateral navigation mode, not on vertical navigation mode. We follow our flight plan and finally we go to Paphos. Meanwhile, we climb with wait, I must reduce this. We will stall CTRL and 400. Yeah, also there is some wind now. What to say, it gets a little bit difficult. These planes are quite light. I mean, they are not Boeings. You depend on weather a lot. And of course, I was saying, needless to say, that GPS route, the straight line, XTK disappeared because we follow our flight plan. Exactly. We go to Paphos and we can as well have a look here, isn't it? Meanwhile, we continue climbing to 7.5 thousand feet, which I suppose it is a safe altitude, with a vertical speed of 400 feet per minute. Nose up and nose down changes the vertical speed. Have a look. 500 feet per minute, 300 feet per minute. Nice cameras, okay, what to say. This plane is quite light and it struggles to keep the flight plan, the route on the flight plan, I mean, it is not a Boeing. Yeah, so please be careful now, 7.3, it will start blinking below 200 feet. You see, it is blinking and still we cannot reach our desired altitude, 7.5. Have a look here now, you see Alt ALTS engaged and we reached finally 7.5 thousand feet and our vertical speed little by little here it goes to 0. See how hard the plane is trying to keep the flight plan actually. This is spectacular. See how it turns due to the winds of course. Okay, meanwhile we are banking terribly, this is all I know. But still we are on autopilot and the plane tries to keep the altitude of 7.5 thousand feet, tries to keep vertical speed to 0. It also, what is this? I must change the frequency here actually. Let me see. Okay, okay. Ah, you see, I was so stupid, I was changing the nav frequency. I was so stupid. Okay, it is done. I mean, I think no one will disturb us now. Yeah, here is the com. Here exactly. So we did this. Okay, anyhow, let us start descending 5,000 feet. Or you can as well use the knob as I said here, isn't it? This is thousands, the inner knob, and this is I suppose hundreds. Correct. Okay, so 5,000 feet, Alt V here. And CTRL page down. Rate of descent of 800, quite steep. That means that I must reduce my speed. Okay. Have a look here with the VFR map. I mean, the plane banks too much. It is banking continuously left and right, and I don't like this. I don't know if there is a malfunction, something of the nav mode on the autopilot. I don't know if it will get any better. I go here to heading. Where is the knob? Here it is. You see? Exactly here, and now Alt H. Have a look. Alt H. You see heading mode is activated here. Now it is heading mode, it is not nav mode anymore. I don't know if something will change. And I can correct my heading little by little as well, but I think it is due to winds. Now I'm trying with an indirect way using the heading mode to go back on course because it's banking, it goes too much. And fuel only 29%, this is not a Boeing. Which is the runway? 2911, is it? Yeah, 2911, good. So I suppose we go to 11, isn't it? You see, here is the runway. We go downwind, then left base, and we go to final. I will correct again my heading. We are on heading mode right now due to all these problems. So runway 11, I will use the heading knob. We go to land. I will disengage the autopilot. We deviated somehow. Yeah, this is crosswind. See how we are approaching. What the fuck is going on here? But my speed is 94, why? Yeah, this is something bad, this is something ugly. Okay, the runway is long. Easy. Come on now. I mean, with the Cessna we exceeded the runway. This is sick. What was this? Or maybe a strong gust, something. I mean, my speed was about 90 knots. What is the reason for this plane to stall? I hope I record it. I'm quite curious to see this one. Okay, I will park and I will have a look. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Paphos. Welcome to Paphos once again. Let us set the parking brakes. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, I will tell you which was the most interesting part of the flight. I see our speed, 83 knots. This one. Wait, let us have again a look. My speed, I mean, it is 85, 84. Exactly, this one. Yeah, what is this one? It goes to 90, 93. And then out of nowhere, you have a problem. Final touchdown was about 40 feet per minute, but see what is going on here. I mean, okay, I knew that the runway was long. I wouldn't suggest you to land like this. Let us have a look at the landing. I will not insist much, of course. Okay, as well from the other direction. So right now I'm trying to lose speed, actually, isn't it? We didn't touch down yet. 70 something. No, we didn't touch down. Okay. Okay, minus 35 something. Yeah, I want to see this point of view, exactly here, something like this. Exactly this one. What is this one? Okay, more or less I will line up, but 83 knots, I mean, yeah, this is something terrible. So this is all for now. Press the like button, comment, subscribe to the channel if you find this clip interesting. Till the next one, you take care and bye for now.